Yeah.
I needed it. It's my medicine.
And do you have a doctor's prescription for that?
Nope.
We recently went to a sex shop.
Yes, we did.
And I feel like there's been a lot of modern advancements for men and women's pleasure.
Oh my gosh. It's like a candy store in there on like, it's adult Willy Wonka stuff.
We're literally, they have like edible panties and shiny, cute.
And even just candy.
Yeah.
They have like, I don't know if we're allowed to say SEX. Sex?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say sex? Sex.
Sex.
Sex. Sex. Sex. Yeah. I don't know if we're, anyway. Yeah, they have actual just candy. It's just like sex chocolate. Just to like, I looked at that. I was like, is it good?
Look,
Is it organic?
I've actually, it wasn't good, but I've tried it. It kind of was like that, just like chalky, crappy chocolate.
Okay.
Didn't do anything for me. Other people say it helps, but for me, I just ate some chocolate. Were in the room, I might as well just have some recess. Yeah. The other people, there was. It sounds like it was an orgy. I'm like, nothing.
I didn't feel anything, but other people did.
Yeah. Let's just say I didn't need the chocolate. It was just, I like candy, so you just gave me candy. That would be like an aphrodisiac on its own. Just send me some trolleys. Yeah. And I'm like,
yeah.
Locked in. Yeah.
That's what really turned me on. Yeah, we did. We went to an adult store, and I don't think I've been into an adult store for a couple of years now. Haven't needed to for one reason or another. And the stuff that I liked, I already have. I was like, oh, I like that. I already got it. There is some stuff in there where I was like, where does that go?
Yeah.
And what does it do? Also, who's it for?
Who is this actually pleasing? Like, 'cause this is...
Whose idea was this? How did we get here?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, clearly, as a society, we are kinky.
Very kinky.
Very, very kinky.
No kink shaming. As long as it's, we're, adults, 18 plus, and it's consensual. That's the biggest thing.
Try all the things.
Adult and consensual. Get your kink on.
Yeah.
Like you were telling me one of the was like the monster thing. I'm scared. I feel like I'm so not a prude, but I
monster thing?
Monster dildo.
Okay.
Dildo. It was a monster dildo. And
that was 12 inches.
Oh my gosh. I wasn't even talking about that one because I have a couple of friends that have said they've taken it that big. I'm not that kind of I can't do it. Never been in the presence of one that large. Don't want to. I have been in the presence, but not like I've been to a male strip club where I could tell someone was well endowed. So it's like I've been around it. I haven't seen it, like face on.
Yeah, like
and one was never looking at me in the eye. It was like just around doing its thing. I've had friends that said that they've taken 12. But how?
But is that nice?
Why? How and why? Well, there's only a couple of places it can go.
It could only go up, but
it goes in. I mean, depending if it's a boy or a girl, it goes in, in for a girl and in, and for a boy it's in and in. So,
was that any different? You said in and in, and in and in.
I said in.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I am a lady. Contrary to popular belief. Okay.
Yeah. Popular belief.
You're like, what are you talking about?
I'm like, can you elaborate? Can you do like the Venn diagram of like in here,
what? This
in
is
here,
where, and then how
in the back
you,
here.
Yeah. So, but there's one that was like, it looked like a rainbow mountain, and I was like, why would someone do that? And you're like, oh, maybe because like they're imagining like the kink of like having sex with like a mythical creature or something.
Yeah. Look, the kids these days are freaky as fuck. Like, we thought we were freaky with our, like, yin yang twin music, and we're like, shake it like a salt shaker. We're like, what? Sweat down my balls. And we're like, he said balls. Balls! And now they're like, duh. Like, you need to suck the balls while you're giving a blowjob, and you're doing the what? And then what, the hootie? Like, which I'm down for, but, like, kids these days are, I feel like, very, very sexually mature. So now they're so overstimulated that they need to have mountain dildos. So, just my theory.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I know you're not like an anime type girl where you're like super into konnichiwa and like doing that kind of thing, but I feel like a lot of people are. So they're really into hentai or just like cartoon porn. So this is giving that some life, I think.
Do you watch porn?
I do watch porn.
Ooh. You want to share?
Yeah. So this is my opinion.
Hold on, I need to take a shot for this. Hold on now.
Oh, she needs a shot. Shot of Perrier.
Yes.
Well,
brought to you by. I know. I didn't want to show the name fully because I wasn't sure. I don't know about like
how they feel about us
and how they feel about us. If they like us or not.
They're like, please don't drink that on camera.
How old were you when you lost your virginity? While I take this shot.
Mm-hmm. I was doing like sexy time stuff in high school. But actually having the segs, I think I was 19. Yeah. I had a girlfriend early on. I think I was not that early, damn. But like 14 was like my first real girlfriend. And we were definitely doing sexy time things. I just, for some reason in the back of my head, I knew that like, I think it's because she was already 2 years younger than me, so already I just feel like we're just so young.
Right.
So I knew that it would be inappropriate, like for me, for my values, to like actually have sex that young. And I knew everybody
with her,
was,
right? Yeah.
But I just felt like it was wrong for me to do it with her. So we would just do other
respectful,
things.
Respectful at a young age.
Yeah.
Love
so
that.
19 was the first time. Porn though, I will have to say, I feel like people are so ashamed to admit that they watch porn, and it's been something that even in movies where they're like shaming men for wanting to watch porn.
Right.
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with it.
No.
I think that it gives you an outlet to explore different fantasies and ideas, but a lot of these ideas I don't physically need to explore. I don't need to have the crazy...
The mental fantasy is enough. You don't need to act it out.
Visually, I feel like men specifically are such visual creatures. Women like porn too, but I just think just literally the visual fantasy, getting it out, just looking, for me is enough to be like, nice, cool. Like, and I think that in a healthy relationship, that's actually really healthy to watch porn, as long as it's not something that you're shaming or hiding. Right.
Yeah. Communication and honesty.
Yeah.
Love it.
But for all the wrong reasons, I'm gonna ruin your reputation. You know they say that I'm unpopular. I'm gonna ruin your reputation. The good girls, the bad girls, that ain't been caught. I'm gonna ruin your reputation. You know they say that I'm unpopular. I'm gonna ruin your reputation. The good girls, the bad girls, that ain't been caught.
How do you feel about porn?
I mean, there's a dark side to it, obviously. I'm not going down that rabbit hole, so I'm going to talk about the not dark side. Just like, I don't know if people know, I used to be a scripper, pole dancer. I won. Well, I didn't win. I like to tell myself, because I made like top 4 or 5 in the first California pole dance competition, 2007. Wow. Woohoo! Yes. So I was the one in the club that was doing all the pole tricks, and one day we need to have like confessionals of like the stories I could tell you and the things that I've been fired from every club I ever worked at twice. And not for anything salacious. Like, I punched a guy in the face once because he slapped my bum. So I was like the best worst stripper. Like, I was like, people were like, do you know why you're here? I'm like, yeah, to take your money.
Yeah. Like,
get on. Yeah. Anyway. So, I was the one in the club that was doing all the pole tricks, and one day we need to have like confessionals of like the stories I could tell you and the things that I've been fired from every club I ever worked at twice. And not for anything salacious. Like, I punched a guy in the face once because he slapped my bum. So I was like the best worst stripper. Like, I was like, people were like, do you know why you're here? I'm like, yeah, to take your money. Like, get on. Yeah. Anyway. I feel like there's bad stuff in that industry and good stuff. I was fortunate to see predominantly good stuff. Nothing bad happened to me, but whatever. So I feel the same way with any industry, especially adult industries. They're not regulated, and the talent, especially women, aren't protected. Okay, y'all see, I see there's a negative. Got it. We're going to talk about the not so negative. The not so negative, if you are down to work in that industry, again, you're of age, it's consensual, you're being protected, and you're having a good time, get it in. And I used to watch an ungodly amount when I was younger. So I didn't lose my V card until I was 20. And if anyone's doing the math, I mean, I don't know if I said how old I was, but I was 18 when I started dancing. And I was an 18-year-old stripper, which made me a lot of money. And then I lost my virginity at 20. And then I still lied and said I was a virgin to keep making some money. Even though some of my homegirls that were like, if they were like mad that night that I was making more, they're like, she's not even a virgin anymore. It's like that scene in Mean Girls, she doesn't even go here. Yeah. So whatever. I used to watch it so much, especially when I was a virgin. And, you know, I still enjoy it, but I like this weird, like, I'll go through phases. And, like, I like the old school porn stars as well. Okay. There's some, like, I don't remember their names, but, like, those are my girls. They're not around anymore. Things are too explicit for and I'm not a clutch my pearls kind of girl, but sometimes it's like, whoa, I wasn't ready for, there was no, woo, like, give me a warning, give me a, like, heads up, something's about to happen. Like, I don't like it super explicit and just
from the get-go.
There's certain things that I'm like, I don't need to see, it's not my vibe. Okay. What is my vibe though? So I like to, the porn that I watch, I feel nerdy. It's not even a visual, it's audio. Okay. So I listen to, like, guys saying things. Yeah.
I feel like that's really popular nowadays.
I mean, I hadn't watched porn in a while. If I did, it's like, you know, I know the kind of go-to to do it, but I've seen enough things and done enough things where it's like, I can close my eyes and get her done. Yeah. But I was like, let's see I was like, oh. And it was like an anime, like, Asian dude on the cover, and it was like ASMR, male for female. I like a specific act done downtown, and it's like the guy was talking about that. Okay. I was like, let me see. That's all and I don't even like go on it very often, but I don't look anymore. Yeah. I'm just like, I'll just put it on, put my headphones in, and
that's cool. That sounds like a very mature way of getting off.
Is it? I feel like I feel like a nerd. I'm like, I don't need to say anything. That's fine. You guys can just talk to me. And
I think that's powerful because it shows that your imagination is powerful enough where you don't visually need to see the stimulation to be stimulated. Yeah.
I almost like if I go in and I see visuals, I'm like, get out of here. Get away.
Yeah, like you want to create the fantasy.
Yeah, just talk to me. Yeah. Talk to me nice. Like, I am a mental stimulant type of girl. Like, I love a love bomb, but I know what it is. Don't get it twisted. But I love like, baby girl. Call me baby girl. I worked with an artist before, and we did a song together. And the whole time in the studio, because one of his lyrics, like, he said baby girl. And I know, like, I made a couple people in the studio uncomfortable because I was like, baby girl. When you say baby girl. They're like, okay, Kendall. I'm like, you said baby girl. Like, I'm just a sucker for baby girl. That's not something new for it. Like, it's not like a new term that people use. But just, like, something like that. Just, like, talking to me in a certain way. I'm done. I think most women are like that.
I think that's really cool, and I think that's really good for men or anyone who's trying to please a woman to listen to this, because a lot of times we think it's like these grandiose acts, but it can be something as simple as like how the gesture and how you tell someone something.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I with the ASMR thing, I was watching some channel that I liked, and they were reacting to watching those, so that's why I know about that, because there's just so much of it out there, and it's like really specific scenarios where it's something as simple as like the acts where he's like, hey, I just got home, I'm just so tired from work, baby, how are you feeling? Really? Oh, let me give you a massage. Oh, you look so beautiful today. And he's just like going through the scene.
Do you not so you listen to these too?
No, I'm making it up in my head. I'm like,
he goes straight to it.
Hold on,
I'm like, Hannah, was that
you? well, with that being said,
you sound familiar.
Look, with that being said, I'm like, look, I
make
like
an extra coin.
I like to be creative, and I literally was like, you know what? I like to do things with my voice, and I'm like, I feel like I'd be down to do that.
Yeah, if you're not down to do like OF. Might as well
I'll just do it with my
that.
voice.
Yeah.
Because like people who know me are like, oh, you're such a sweet guy, you're this, and I'm like, how can I utilize my sweetness to turn into sexy time?
Do the female, the ASMR male for female. Oh my God, that there's so many stories.
Oh, I feel like I'm writing a book. I'll be like, oh.
No, seriously, there's one where it's like, it's the neighbor. No, it's the best friend, and the best friend does, like, the best friend is the guy, and he does the voices, and and he's talking to his female best friend, and she's like, oh yeah, I've listened to it, but you don't hear her, you hear him, and he's like, oh, you were listening to me? Okay, what were you doing while you were listening to me? Oh, don't get shy now. And it's like, you am like, ooh, woo. So that's my corn of choice.
After this episode, you need to literally show me these links so I can duplicate them for myself and get that bag.
You will make all the monies.
Okay.
All the monies. Yeah.
I like,
because there's like, it's like, oh, the shy guy, being like with this dream girl for the first time, or you can do one where it's like, those movies where it's always like the Can't Buy Me Love, where it's like the nerdy guy is with like the cool girl, and like she gives him a makeover, and then like they hook up, or like she gets jealous or something, so you can make like a condensed form of that, like, hey, like, I know you're my best friend, like, can you just help me figure out like how I can get girls, like, like, okay, well, let's go to the mall. Yeah, I feel like you were trying to get into the dressing room with me. Oh, okay, maybe I was tripping, and then like you change, and it's like, oh, tell me how I look. Like, okay, if I just met you, how would you feel if I hit on you? You want me to try to hit on you right now? Okay, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I be telling some of my friends some of these stories that I have in my head, and they be like, when I get to like the middle of it, or the end of like me telling them, but it's like it's the middle of kind of the story, they're all like, they're like, yeah, exactly, like, girl, what else happened? I'm like, see, I'm way too in. Like, I love it. I love a book
feel
about
a different collab happening is you're the story writer, and I'm executing.
I will be.
Words.
I used to tell my best friend and I, Elena. She and I used to tell each other, like, we would make the best porn writers.
It sounds like in another world you would be like a script writer or like a porn writer.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm very proud of us for this is episode number 2, and there'll be way more to come.
How do you say it in Espanol?
Episode? Oh, episoda. No.
I think that was right. Yeah. Sure.
Numero dos.
Yes.
Yeah. Hola, I am Hispanic. I am, but
this was us in Mexico.
This is Senor Rivas.
This is Señorita Kendall.
And
Andale.
Buenos noches.
Buenos noches. Adios. Sayonara. Is do our heart thing? Or
how do you say mi corazon?
You just said it.
Thank you.
Mi corazon. That's the name of this. That's the title of this episode.